Hi guys, I think this is my fourth video. Fabio Bonanno, Smart Tech sponsored athlete and NBR representative. I am going to do this blog on nutrition. I get a lot of questions about how to get a six pack, how to gain muscle, how to lose body fat. It is a constant battle, so as much as it's got to do with the work in the gym, nutrition. This is all about nutrition. I'm going to give you the basics, where you can start. Got to start somewhere, guys. So the diet is what gets you the results. I've trained for years, done fairly well. As soon as I addressed my diet, my gains they just went through the roof. So let's break it down. Every single day you need to eat food, carbs, proteins and fats to keep yourself going, to give your body the energy it needs to do daily activities and work out. Alright? So, as I said, you've got carbs, proteins and fats, and alcohol. Alcohol is empty calories, so I wouldn't worry about that unless you're wanting a good time. But the figures on them, every gram of carbohydrate you eat has got 4 calories. Every gram of protein has got 4 calories. Every gram of fat is a lot higher. It's got 9 calories per gram. Alright. Alcohol is 7 calories per gram, but it's empty calories. It doesn't do anything for you, as I said, apart from give you a headache. So you've got these figures, that makes up your total calorie intake for the day. So if you have so many grams of carbs, proteins and fats, you add it all together, gives you the calories, and that's where you're at. But everyone's different. If I'm 6 foot and I weigh, for talking sake, 90 kilos, if somebody else 6 foot they weigh 90 kilos, but our body fats are 10% apart, then our BMRs are going to be a lot different, because if you get higher muscle, less body fat, your body's using more energy, whereas the body fat is excess weight and you don't need to be carrying that about, so you need to cut your calories and lose that body fat. So BMR is what you eat through the day, what you need to keep your weight at the same level. So there's so many calculations on the internet, I'll go through them in a bit, but it's basically what you take in to keep your weight at the same level. You've got activity modifiers, which means if you're very active you're going to need to eat a lot more just to maintain that weight. If you're sitting in your ass all day, you don't need to eat as much because your metabolism slows down and your body becomes more efficient at using food for energy. Many factors that affect your BMR. Genetics, some people are called hard gainers. They struggle to put on weight no matter how much you eat, so their BMR is sky high. They need to eat a lot more. Gender, male or female. Obviously males are 10% on average less body fat than females, so again they're more efficient at burning energy, they require more calories. You'll see that again for the guidelines in the back of a food packet. There's about a 500-600 calorie difference between male and female. Age, your BMR drops by 2% every decade after you've hit 20. So you're 30, you've dropped by 2%, you're 40, you've dropped by 4% in total. Your weight and body fat, as I said, the less body fat you've got to carry about, the more muscle you've got, so the more efficient you are. If you're carrying extra body fat, it's extra weight your body doesn't use, it's stored energy, and you don't need to eat as much to use that. Diet, again another big factor. If you cut your calories by 30%, then your BMR can be reduced by as much as 20%. What that means is that your body slows down because it doesn't know how much food it's getting. It needs to be more efficient, so it needs to store fat, so you don't eat as much. So I'll go through the numbers later on, but never do a drastic calorie cut because your body won't react good to it. Your body's quite a smart being or whatever, machine. The next one, temperature. Temperature's a big difference. A lot of fat burners are called thermogenics, which means they raise your body temperature. If you raise your body temperature by 0.5 degrees, you're going to get a 7% increase in your BMR. So, I mean, people with fevers, you can, when they're sick, they're up by 2-3% for talking sake. So you go up by 2%, you've got a 28% increase in your BMR. You can imagine how much more food, an extra quarter of your food intake you're going to need to eat every single day. And exercise, activity levels, obviously if you're lifting weights you're going to be using a lot more energy, so you need to eat more, fuel your body. So the figures, I found these figures online. There's very basic ones. So for fat loss, for your BMR, that is 12 to 13 calories per pound of body weight. Maintenance is 15 to 16 per pound of body weight, and to gain muscle 18 to 19 calories per pound of body weight. These are so vague because it's not taking into account your body fat, your muscle. So I found the proper formula for it, the Harris-Benedict formula. So if you want to calculate out if you're male, then this is the formula, alright? So you're 66 plus 13.7 times your weight in kilograms plus 5 times your height in centimetres minus 6.8 times your age. That's going to give you a BMR, so the amount of calories you need to take if you are sitting about all day. I'll give you the activity modifier in a minute after I've given you the women. So for women, 655 plus 9.6 times your weight in kilograms, 1.8 times your height in centimetres, and minus 4.7 times your age. So that's giving you that figure. So if you want the activity modifier, this is just because that BMR is giving you your figures for lying about all day. I don't know anybody who lies about all day as much as I'd like to. It doesn't happen. But your activity modifier, so if you're sedentary, if you're fairly lazy, if your job involves sitting down at a desk all day, you don't exercise a lot, times that by 1.2. If you're lightly active, so if you're a bit more mobile, you're getting up and down throughout the day, working out a few times a week, times that BMR figure by 1.375. If you're moderately active, so again, more of a physical job, more demanding, working out more, 1.55 is the figure you times that by. Very active, so I'll put personal trainers in this bracket because they're constantly working, lifting weights all day, helping out clients, times that by 1.725. And extra active is if you're training twice a day, if you're training for a certain sport, you're maybe a labourer and you're going to the gym, then you're almost doubling that, you're timesing that by 1.9. So that's going to give you your final figure. Alright, so guys, that BMR, the final figure there is just to maintain your body weight. So whatever your goal is, if you want to stay that body weight, then you calculate your calories on that. If you want to lose or gain, then the magic number is 500. So take away 500 calories from that number if you want to lose fat, and add 500 calories if you want to gain fat. People say when they want to bulk, then people have done it in the past, eat what you want, and they wonder why they put on so much body fat. The strength will go through the roof, but you'll look shit. So I still want to keep my abs, so I'm going to try and keep my cardio up, my diet clean, keep my nutrition good. So 500 is a magic number. To make it easier, guys, to calculate your calories, there is an app. I think you can get it in a BlackBerry. It's online. I've got it on my iPhone, MyFitnessPal. I can't show you it because this is my iPhone recording me, but it's basically a blue background with a white person doing that on the front of it. Guys, this, you can type in your food. It will give you, I think there's 600,000 foods on the database, so you can't go wrong. It also now has got a new feature. You can scan a barcode of a food and it will put it in your phone and it will give you all the details. So that makes the job a lot easier rather than sitting there researching how many calories, looking at labels. But guys, it's constant. If you want the gains, if you want the body, then you've got to put in the work. No bullshit. It's effort, you need effort, so you're not going to get the body you want by sitting on your ass. So guys, I can go on and on and on about clean eating, try not to eat sugars, keep your saturated fats low, but that's maybe for another video blog. Anyway, Fabio Bonanno, Smart Tech sponsored athlete and NBR representative. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks guys, thanks for watching.